All right, ladies and gents, I'm going to start this video off by saying never, ever do what I'm doing. This is just because somebody said, oh man, you could totally make that money in no time if you just sports bet. And I think they're dead wrong, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to throw our hat in the ring. We're going to try to do some sports betting. I do not recommend doing this. I don't like betting. I'm not a big fan of it. Pretty much you're just going to lose your money. It's like buying a lottery ticket. You're not going to win, most likely, all the time. There might be some chances you get lucky. Literally, you have no idea what could happen. You have no idea if these people could get hurt. Don't sports bet. Disclaimer, do not do it. But we're going to throw in $40. The reason I was going to throw in just 20, but I messed up. They have a thing where if you pay 20, they give you 50% of your money back that you put in, up to $100. So I was going to put in 20, have $30, and try to run with $30. And I used a promo code, and that gives me $20 worth of freebies to use, two $10 bets. And I was going to just run with that and go off of, 20 bucks and just put that much in. But I forgot they have like a way to do it where you have to click on the certain code to do it. And I didn't click on that. I just uploaded the money through my account directly instead of going through the promotion. Make sure you do that right, or else you don't get that money counted towards it. So I went ahead and put another 20 in so I could get that 30. Therefore, we're starting with $70 to spend because we have $20 of freebies from using a guy's code, which if you want to have $20 of freebie, I do not recommend doing this, but if you want to help us out and you want to sign up and you want to put money in, if you use my code, it gives us 10 bucks. So we'll use your $10 in this promotional thing to be able to go, and we'll give you a shout out on the channel as we go forward of this journey of seeing what we can make off it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get our feet wet today. We're going to put $5 on a game. Spend $5 today. They had a promotional for Archie Manning getting 0.5 yards. Then there's a wide receiver for UNC, and Oregon has a quarterback. Here's what their names are. I don't know college players that well, but I feel like these are got a good chance to doing it. And I could win $32.70 off of this $5 bet. So we're throwing our hat in the ring. We're going for it today. This is day one of sports betting to make $1 million. Probably not going to do it. What we're going to do is every day or every time we do this, if we win, we're going to take 50% of the earnings. We're going to pull that out. We're going to leave what we spent in the account. So if we win $32, we're going to leave $5 in. We're going to take 50% of what's left and take out for our debt and leave the rest in to ride and see where it goes. So that's what we got today. This is our first bet that we got going on. $5. See what happens. All right, it is officially unofficial that we won. Archie Manning I just needed him to be at 0.5 yards passing, and he's officially at 309 yards. So I think we're going to say we won that one. So we have won $32.70 off of a $5 bet. So not too bad, not a bad start. I'll definitely take that. I kind of wish I would have put a little more into it now that looking back, because if I put 10, that's $64, So, but not too bad. I'll take it. Definitely a good way to start out. That means our end of day one totals after all the giveaways and all the free money and everything that they gave us, we are setting at $102.70 at the end of day one after putting $40 in. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I do not recommend gambling. I'm only doing this as an experiment to see if it's possible to help. So we've bet 3 different bets for tomorrow's NFL games. We went ahead and put those in so that we can just kind of go ahead and be ahead of the game so we can study it out and make sure everything was good. I feel pretty good about it, but here's exactly what I have for tomorrow. All right, we went ahead and did 2 bets for today. for $10 is all we're spending today. We've got 50 in the account, so we're going to be left with 40, and we also have another free play of 10 because we did 2 bets for $10 each. We used one of our freebies. So we spent $10 on one bet for $43 payout if we win it, if we get that correct. The bet is CeeDee Lamb plus 82.5, Isaiah Pacheco plus 40.5, and Jared Goff minus 269.5. I think he's gonna get stopped. So we'll see how that one plays out. Jared Goff's my only kind of iffy one. I feel like the other two, like I feel CeeDee Lamb playing Chicago is gonna own it, and Isaiah Pacheco is really upset that he hasn't been playing good this year. So I'm thinking he's gonna turn it on. And my second bet, I looked at the stats wrong on one player. I looked at his projected points instead of like his actual stats. And his actual stats are not as good, but they're playing a bad team. It's the Falcons. He's Drake London. I got him plus 64.5. I don't know if he can get that after doing a little more research. I kind of messed up and jumped the gun on that one, so I'm worried about that one messing me over. Beijing Robinson plus 39.5. I feel like that's a given. And Saquon Barkley plus 86.5. That's a lot of yards, but I feel good about it. We only spent $10, and we have a potential of winning $77.90, which would be crazy. That's what I picked for this week, and hopefully that pans out, and we'll see. I'll let you know tomorrow. All right, so I actually just put in for another bet because it seems like a pretty good deal. I found out there's a tab that they have all the hot picks on, and like there's one guy who has been getting 70. He got 70 yards the first week and 144 last week, and they're saying he could hit plus 44 yards this week, and that was the bet. And it was, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play Jonathan Taylor for 44 yards plus because he's been killing it the last 2 weeks. So I got him, and with this app you have to bet more players than one. So like one player could mess up the whole thing even if two people hit it apparently. But Patrick Mahomes, I threw Patrick Mahomes in there as a plus 27 yards. He's already gotten over 100 yards this year in 2 games, so I feel like that's an easy given. I only bet those 2 players, and the payout would be $19.30, and I paid 10, so we're down to 30 from our cash, and I have a $10 play, which is $40. If we lose all these, I still have $40 to try to make something out of and turn something into some money. So starting out kind of big, spending a lot of money, kind of iffy on if this is a good idea or not, but hey, if we win 1 or 2 of these, we're gonna be doing okay. Today's a new day. Yesterday we won our first bet, and today we are betting again. We got 3 different ones we told you about in the last clip. I lost the first one this morning. 2 people didn't hit on what their potential was for what I bet on, so I lost that, but that was a free bet, so I didn't lose any money there. And the 3 o'clock game started, and CeeDee Lamb is already out, so I'm gonna lose this one because he's already out. So that's pretty lame. All right, so let's finish watching this game. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's out, so I'm obviously gonna lose this. So that kind of stinks. All right, so I'm watching the game, and I just checked the app, and it said void next to CeeDee Lamb, so I'm wondering if they're just voiding him out, and if the other 2 hit, I still win? I don't know. Like, it's weird. I don't know what it means. I'll let you know how it plays out, which is crazy because I actually put one player from tomorrow night's game on there, so I got to wait until tomorrow night to see if I win that one, so I don't know. Yeah, so we'll see if that actually pans out. But it says void next to his name, so I'm guessing that means that doesn't count against me, or just they'll give me my money back. I don't know. I don't know if the bet's still on, or if it's off, or if it's just CeeDee Lamb that doesn't count and everything else does. I don't know. I'm interested to see how it plays out. First, what that means is they're going to drop his percentage of possible what it makes, and I could still win something with the other 2 people. But I won't be able to find that until tomorrow, so we're going to put that on day 3's stuff. For some reason, I thought that guy played tonight. It's the Chargers quarterback. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. But he is playing tomorrow night. So I'm going to move that one to day 3. Then I decided to pick up one more bet because it feels like I want to care more about the Chiefs game tonight, right? So here's what that bet is. And it could also pull a lot of money. So let me show you what that is. I got it written down in my office. I'll be right back. Last bet that I put in, got it down here, my handy dandy diary. 3 people, anytime touchdowns. Isaiah Pacheco, he's due a touchdown. He's wanting one real bad. He's been talked about a lot lately, and he feels like he's not doing enough. I feel like he's going to go off today. I've got him also getting more than 40-something yards rushing. So, Juju Smith-Schuster, that's a hard last name, Juju. I got him getting a touchdown anytime, 1 touchdown. And Malik Neighbors, all with a touchdown. Those are the 3 bets, and I used the free play, so I'm not out any money. We still have $50-something right here in our account that we have profited so far over this adventure, and I'm not out any money other than that. All 3 of those people are playing in the same game tonight, so that's the 7 o'clock game. So I'll know tonight if that one passes. I made that bet because I wanted to have 3 for today, and I forgot Jared Goff played on Monday, and realized that, and wanted to have 3 for today. I might do 1 more for tomorrow just to have something to be more invested in the game with if we do good today. If Patrick Mahomes gets 27 yards, that gives us $19. If these 3 people get a touchdown, Isaiah Pacheco, Juju, and Neighbors get a touchdown tonight, we get $133.50. So, also, The Void, looked into it. They just dropped his percentage out of what I could win and made it where I could still win $22 with Goff and I think it's Isaiah Pacheco doing yardage, I think. But here's a screenshot, and here's a screenshot of the others. Here's a screenshot of all that I have playing right now. So all 3 of these could be at play. Still got a chance to win all these with the monies in the top corner. So is it worth it? I haven't lost money yet, but I haven't really made any crazy bets. I've been very strategic, keeping it simple, not going to do anything risky. But that's just me. All right, we actually lost both of the bets that we had on the Chiefs. Nobody got a touchdown that we picked, and Patrick Mahomes only got 2 yards rushing. So lost both of those bets. Maybe we'll have better luck next time. So we got 3 different bets. We're going to be putting them up over here on my shoulder so you can see what we got. The way I made sure of doing this is I didn't want to lose money on my first weekend. So we only spent our money that we were given and that we won off of the other bet that we did. We did go a little bit into it today just because we lost both of our bets last night. So if we would have won, we would have been okay on one of those, but we lost both of them. So right now, if we lose everything today, that'll put us at $30.70 in our account to bet on, which is $9.30 off of what we started with. So if we lose everything, we've only lost $9.30 on our first weekend of betting on sports stuff. So I tried to play it smart. I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money that I didn't have and just blow all my money this first weekend. I wanted to kind of get a feel for it, and I think I have with all the stuff that's going on. So like I said, they gave me a whole bunch of promotions. Let me go over the bets that we got, and I'll put them up over here so you can see. We got Gibbs for Detroit, less than 12.5 rushing attempts. I feel like this is going to be a heavy passing game. I feel like there's going to be a lot of, I just feel like there's going to be a lot of passes, not much rushing going on in this game for Detroit. So I think he's going to get less than 12.5 rushing attempts, which is kind of on par for what he's done the first 2 weeks of the season. Hopkins at an anytime touchdown. So I think he's probably going to score at least one touchdown tonight. He's on par for that. Very heavily targeted last couple of weeks. So feel decent about that. So I threw him in at an anytime touchdown. Bet number 2. Oh, sorry. We paid $7 for that because we had $37 in the account, and they gave me that one to like just a minute ago. So I went ahead and paid for that one with $7, and we could win $34.79. So bet number 2, I got Derrick Henry more than 0.5 yards rushing and receiving. They gave a discount for him, like a promotion for him, where if he gets 1 yard rushing, 1 yard receiving, and then he gets hurt the rest of the game, I still win on him. So I jumped on that. And then I got David Montgomery. It's right here. I'm probably saying these names all wrong, but anytime touchdown. So I got him getting an anytime touchdown and Derrick Henry getting 0.5 yards. So I feel pretty good about that. I'm only betting 2 players because it's a little safer. Of course, I don't win as much, but I've also took a little bit of a gamble with these and chose some kind of higher staked players like David Montgomery. It's iffy if he's going to get a touchdown, but I feel like it's possible. But if I win that bet, I placed $10 on that, and if we win $33.50. With the third bet, we got Derrick Henry at 4.5 receiving yards. I feel like he's going to be an easy little dump-off target this game in the flats. You just hit him in the flats. I feel like he's going to have at least 5-10 yards. I think he's going to have more than that, but I feel like easily he's going to get 10 yards today in the flats. And I've got St. Brown with an anytime touchdown. That guy is on it, and he scored 3 touchdowns last week, so I feel like it's going to be an easy him getting a touchdown this week off passing, because I feel like Jared Goff's going to be scrambling a lot and trying to pass, and I think he's going to hit at least one time to St. Brown for a touchdown. And if I win that one, that is, I paid $10 for that bet, and I could win $34. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm wanting to start lowering how much I bet, especially if I lose out today. I'm only going to put a couple of dollars here and there on some stuff and maybe go more bets and then kind of niche it down. Unless it's like a for sure given, like this is going to be like, if they do like one of these give me's with like Derrick Henry getting +5 rushing yards, I feel like that's a give me. And then I just got one other player to focus on. I might bet a little more with those. But so, like I said, betting's stupid. Don't do it. I'm only doing this as an experiment to show you how fast you can lose $40. Or if we somehow get lucky and win some money, that'd be cool. But if not, I'm definitely hoping that we win a couple of these today so we can at least get our $40 out. That's what I would like to see happen so we can like make our money. I'm wanting to take the $40 that we put in there. I want to leave the $40, kind of have like a base of $40 most of the time, and place bets off of what our earnings on top of our money is, and try to keep it at that and see what happens. Try to raise up some more money. So I'd like to keep a little bankroll in there, and everything over $40 at the end of these videos that we do that are dedicated to betting, we're going to take 50% of our earnings on top of $40, take it out, put it towards our debt, and the other half we'll leave in there and let it ride and try to make bets and make money off of that, where we're not constantly rebetting our money and end up losing it all. I would like to pull out money as we go, so it's not like all at once I could lose everything, you know? And if we do that, we could get our $40 back and possibly make a little money on it. That's where I'm wanting to go. It's what I'm wanting to do. I want to actually make this a profitable thing. I don't want to make this a gambling thing, if that's even possible. If we win stuff, I would like to take earnings off the top of what we have. So that's kind of my thought process, is 50% of the profits over the top of the 40 we invested. If I win like a huge thing, like if I win like if I do a bet next week and it's worth over $100 and I win it, I would instantly take out $50. You know what I'm saying? And just have the $50 off of the big bets. But all these smaller ones, I'm going to make sure I leave my $40 in the account and just kind of bankroll on top of that. Hopefully we don't spend our $40 and we only bet on things above it, but we went into it a little bit with $9.30, which if we lose it all, that's just $9.30 we lost. We still have $30.70 to bet on and bet with. So we can at least try to get out of the hole that we've dug ourselves into, I guess. I don't know. Betting, I'm not putting too much into this because honestly, I figured I was going to lose all my money on the first day. But with all the gimmies and stuff that they've given me, we've hung around for 3 days. So this is day 3 of betting on sports to see if we have a chance. If you are a sports bettor and you actually do this and actually can make money off of it, give me some pointers in the comments. Like literally, I'm just going off of like stats and ChatGPT and games that I've seen. That's all I'm doing. I'm asking ChatGPT questions about how this player was doing, how this player's acting, what their projections are and stuff like that. It's breaking it down for me. Then I'm looking at, what like actual games that I've watched this year to see what I'm doing, and I'm paying more attention to other games because of this. I'm watching those games as they're on, and I'm seeing other players, and I've got a list of like players to watch and stuff like that and what I think they could do. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just trying to be as smart as I can about it because honestly it's a gamble, but I like sports and I feel like I know football pretty well. So I feel like I can make some pretty decent guesses at this, especially at the college level because that's the only thing we've won so far. But yeah, yesterday was a big flop. So hopefully tonight is better and we have some wins. I learned a lot yesterday from how to place bets. That's why a lot of the bets today are just 2 people, not 3, because that third person always messed me over. Of course, it's a lot more money if you do it that way, but honestly, it's a lot easier with just 2 people and you don't have to worry as much. And I'm still possibly, doubling my money, tripling my money on at least half of these. So that is pretty good. Hopefully Jared Goff doesn't have a ton of passing yards. I think it's going to be a slow game. I think it's going to be, I feel like Lamar holds the ball for like half the game. So I feel like it's going to be hard for Jared Goff to get that many scores. But if he does, we lose that bet. But it was a freebie, so we're not losing any money with that bet. But if we win it, we've doubled our free money. So we get $21 for that win if something happens. But we got 4 bets on the table tonight for Monday Night Football. All right, we are second quarter, 5 minutes and 47 seconds left, and we just received a victory. We have Henry for 5 yards and Montgomery for a touchdown. So that's $33.50 that we just got in the second quarter. So not too bad. All right, we're coming back from halftime, and apparently there's halftime bets that I didn't know about. This is new to me. I got a notification on my phone that, hey, there's some halftime bets. Would you like to be a part of one? St. Brown has 3 receptions away from being able to make his thing. He's already got 4. He just needs 2.5 more. So 3 more catches, and he is there. Hopkins has 13 yards. He needs 17.5. And Derrick Henry needs 0.5 yards receiving. And I feel like those are all easy to get. I mean, 1 more catch for 4 yards. Hopkins got it. 1 catch at all. Hopefully he gets that 4 yards, Derrick Henry. If he can get 5 yards, I could get 2 bets on that. I still feel really good about it. And St. Brown, he's been catching like crazy. And he just caught the ball for Derrick Henry, just caught a pass. Let's go. First play of the game of halftime. And 7 yards, baby. So there's that one checked off right off the bat. So 2 more things. Hopkins catches a pass. If he catches the next pass, I'm going to let it roll. But if he catches the next pass for 4 yards, we are going to be two away, or from one person away from catching 2-3 passes and winning $55. We paid $55.90 to be exact, and it's a run. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here. But we got that bet, and we've already got Derrick Henry, his marked off. So that's awesome. So we got two quarters to go, and not a lot to make $55. So not looking too bad. I went ahead and did that because I knew I already made $30, so I just spent $10 of that on the halftime bet because I felt pretty confident that these were easy ones to get. All right, St. Brown just got that touchdown, so that got us $34. So we're up $67.50 right now on the night, which not bad. I'll take it. We're literally at 46 seconds left in this game. Right now we've won $88.70 on tonight's game. If we get 4 yards, we win another $55, which puts us over 100. I think it's 144 something. So yeah, all we need is that 4 yards from Hopkins, and we can really get it and have a great night. $88, nothing to complain about. But man, it'd be nice to win that over 100 in one game. So we'll see. 37 seconds, and Lamar can't get a pass off, and they're not putting Hopkins in. So I doubt we're going to get that. We got 35 seconds. It's second down, so we'll see. All right, so we started this whole thing by putting $40 of our own money into betting, and tonight, after the whole weekend of playing and having fun, we ended up making $109.40. So what we're going to do is every single Monday, we're going to take all of our winnings and we're going to leave $40 in the account. We're going to leave the $40 that we started with in the account. Then we're going to take what's left after the $40 is taken and left alone, which in this case was $69. Then we're going to divide that in half, and that gives us $35 for tonight. So we're going to pull $35 for our debt, and not too bad because we paid $40 and we just pulled $35. So if we win an extra $5 next week on top of what we have, we're going to be able to pay off our money that we put into it. So not horrible, but here's what gets you. It looks like we made $109, but really, we lost $278.39 on top of what we could have won right here. So we could have over $300. So we lost $200 over the weekend. But we got a couple of lucky wins that kept us ahead, and they gave us some freebies. So after the first weekend, we still have $40. And so after the first weekend, we still have $74.40 in our account, which isn't too bad. We'll spend the rest of the week playing with $74.40 and see where we're at next Monday. All right, if y'all got any tips or pointers on what we did, I'd greatly appreciate it, but we're going to go ahead and end this video. We got $74.40 to bet on for the next week, and we've paid $35 towards debt. So not horrible. We still lost $5 on this whole adventure if we lose out. So we would have lost only $5. So I'm not mad at that, but kind of shocked that it worked out. Like I've said this whole video, do not bet. This is dumb. I'm shocked we won anything. So, I know some people are out there like, no, man, betting. I make all my money off betting. But I really don't think this is a wise way to make money. Be okay with losing everything. That's why I only put $40 into this, because I knew I could easily lose it all this week. Like we lost $278. Like, we did not win those winnings. So, but like I said, we technically gained $4.40 because with all the freebies that we got by putting our $40 in there, it was $70. So we made $4.04 to bet on for the next week. So not crazy, but decent. We'll see what happens next week. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you then.